Hi guys, Connor here, and today I've finally completed the first update for my datapack EnderCraft. Last time I got the basics of the pack in place, and in the past month I've been working on the alchemy mechanic, so let's get right into the update. In order to fix the problem of spawning on the small floating islands and to make exploring a bit easier, I've recreated a mod called the Forgiving Void mod, in which jumping into the void will send you into the sky, and landing will not take any fall damage. I have entirely replaced the end city ship, so an elytra will have to be obtained a different way. Fighting through the Nether outpost will reward you with an item called the Wither Charm, along with 4 gas tiers. Placing the Wither Charm in this slot here, the Charm slot will grant you complete Wither immunity. Breaking the spawners here will grant you the main resources needed to create a spawner: a piece of scaffolding, a spawner core, and 6 iron bars. You can find nether wart along the outer edges of the nether outpost. Placing the scaffolding and dropping a spawner core, 6 iron bars, and a specific other material, in this case a wither skeleton skull, will result in the creation of the desired spawner. In order to get a spawner core, you will drop 1 redstone dust and 4 netherite ingots onto the altar. Now, in order to get started with alchemy, you will need a cauldron and some water. Just like before, you can make water with 8 chorus fruit and 1 empty bucket in the press. If you throw 1 glass bottle, 2 blaze powder, and 1 nether wart into a cauldron with water, you will get one of the most important items for alchemy: the blaze catalyst. An alchemic catalyst such as the blaze catalyst and an item called alchemic medium will be needed for most recipes in the cauldron. In order to make 3 alchemic medium, you will need 1 netherite shard, 1 blaze powder, and 1 sugar. Seeing as netherite shards are not too easy to come by, I have made a way to create them with 1 diamond and 1 miner's accolade. Now, I don't want to take up too much time showing recipes that are not tied to the end goal of the alchemy mechanic, so I will just show the recipes and the results and not go into too much detail with them. With the blaze catalyst, you can make the level 1 explorer's potion, level 1 miner's potion, and level 1 stealth potion. Next thing I'll show you is the terra catalyst, requiring 2 items that are tricky to get: the Heart of the Sea and the Totem of Undying. For the Totem of Undying, you will need 4 of an item called Life Stone, which is made with 1 blaze powder, 1 lapis lazuli, 1 emerald, and your blaze catalyst. To make the totem, you will need to drop 1 emerald and 4 life stone onto the altar. However, creating the Heart of the Sea will be a bit more complicated. You'll need to make a sifter with 6 bamboo and a mesh. Breaking grass has a chance to give you seeds, or a new special item called plant fiber that's a replacement for string. Bamboo can be made like so in the cauldron, and a mesh can be made in the crafting table with 6 plant fiber or string. Now that you have your mesh and your bamboo, you can throw your 1 mesh and 6 bamboo onto the altar to get the sifter. You can place the sifter down just like any other block, and throwing sand at it can result in a Nautilus Shell. You can also throw dirt at it to get sugarcane. You can make a Heart of the Sea with 1 ender pearl surrounded by 8 Nautilus shells. With these items, you can craft the 2nd level of alchemy catalyst. With the terra catalyst, you can craft the next level of the potions from earlier. You can also craft the first few elixirs, which are potions that do not have an upgraded form. The elixirs made with the terra catalyst are the elixir of the tank, the elixir of saturation, and the elixir of the ocean. Now to create the final catalyst, the ender catalyst. This one will take an end crystal and a nether star, along with the terra catalyst and 3 alchemic medium. For the nether star, you can break down wither skulls into dust with the press, and you can mix that dust with sand and a blaze catalyst to get soul sand. With the nether star in hand, we can now finally create the last catalyst, with the nether star, the end crystal, 3 alchemic medium, and the terra catalyst. With the ender catalyst, we can create the final level of the potions and the elixir of the hero. In order to stabilize the pure forms of all of the elements, we will need to create celestial salt and celestial niter. The Celestial Salt can be made with the Ender Catalyst, 2 Lifestone, 2 Nautilus Shells, and 3 Alchemic Medium. And you can make the Celestial Niter with the Ender Catalyst, 2 Netherite Ingots, 2 Phantom Membrane, and 3 Alchemic Medium. Phantom Membranes can be made with the Blaze Catalyst, Soul Powder, and Bone Meal. With your Celestial Salt and your Celestial Niter, you can begin to make the 4 elements: air, fire, earth, and water. Next is making the Divine Arrows, which will require regular arrows, meaning you need flint and feathers. You can make gravel with the Blaze Catalyst and 2 sand. You can make a feather with 1 stick and 6 string in the crafting table. Now that you have your arrows, you can begin to make the Divine Arrows. The arrows of Baal can be made with air, Phantom Membrane, and arrows. The arrows of Ra can be made with fire, netherite scrap, and arrows. The arrows of Geb can be made with earth, lifestone, and arrows. And the arrows of Sobek can be made with water, a Nautilus Shell, and 4 arrows. The arrows of Baal strike lightning where they hit. The arrows of Ra ignite all enemies within a certain radius of where the arrow hits with fire. The arrows of Geb explode where they hit. And the arrows of Sebek slow down all entities within a certain radius of it. After you feel you've gotten your worth out of the elements, it's time to use them to create the prima materia, or the first matter. This will be the key ingredient in creating the Philosopher's Stone. The other ingredient for the Philosopher's Stone is called animated quicksilver, which is made from the mythical element Karmat, and a vial of quicksilver. In order to create the vial of quicksilver, you will need to drop 4 blocks of coal, 1 glass bottle, and your ender catalyst into a cauldron. And for the mythical element, you will need blaze powder and gold with your ender catalyst. Now to animate the quicksilver, you simply drop the quicksilver and the Karmat in the cauldron along with your ender catalyst. After creating all of the pieces, you are finally ready to create the Philosopher's Stone with your animated quicksilver, your prima materia, and your ender catalyst. The Philosopher's Stone will be one of a few types of artifacts called artisan artifacts. These will be placed in the top left corner of your inventory and will grant a powerful buff. For the Philosopher's Stone, it will grant a 2nd bar of health. In its current state, this datapack would not be very fun to play. Making the videos, I can tell they feel more like a tutorial than a showcase. So in the next update, I will be adding new dimensions and structures to explore, filled with loot and different ways to get some of the items used in alchemy. I also plan to make a way built into the datapack that shows you how to use alchemy and other mechanics. If you want to know when that comes out, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!